my pen pal? Oh, thank you. I love when I get a spontaneous applause.
So Johanna and Nancy, I was just going to ask you sort of a warm-up question, and then we'll throw it to the audience.
We've been warming up for an hour and a half.
I know. What has been, what about this play resonates for the two of you as women, as actors?
You know, I have to say, and it's not like, I've known this is a beautiful, beautiful play, and friendships are so important, but it really, last night, like during the play, I was like, this is the most important thing ever. These friendships, you know? And it really struck me. That's all I gotta say, because I'm gonna cry!
I cry at every show. I don't understand that.
I mean, you know, I'll repeat myself again and again and again for as long as I know you. I love your words, and you've crafted this friendship from an inspiration of something but your own imagination, and it's such a gift, you know. There's something that can touch any of us, you know, and it connects us. It's a beautiful way of connecting, and I just feel so grateful to get to tell this story, you know, and kind of relive this friendship. We get to relive it from the beginning every night, and it's such a privilege. It's just, you know, as an actor, it's amazing to be able to get to age, you know, without any props or makeup and hair, or CGI. Although if they could reverse us back, that would be
good. Come on now.
Leave us there. But it's just our imagination, and I've sat up and watched. I mean, as an audience member, I hope that's something that you experience, just to kind of go along with your imagination. We don't get to play too much anymore, you know? And it's just so nice to, you know, agree to come into a space and all of us are just gonna play make-believe and be taken wherever. It's the beauty of reading a book, it's the beauty of writing letters, but it's the beauty of this sort of art form, because you guys came out, so privileged to have you here, and you know, of your time, and you just decided, you know, we're gonna go play, we're gonna go and have a good time. And I love that contract between us. It's such an amazing feeling, and you guys are great. It was so amazing to have you here tonight, so thank you for coming out.
I still can't believe people come.
Michael said to me on opening night, I guess it's really a play.
Yeah. I was sending photos on the first preview. I'm like, people came! Actually in the seats!
Oh my God.
And I don't even know them!
I expected 10 people, I swear to you. I swear to you.
So
Which might say a little more about me than the actual piece.
So let me open up the floor to questions from you. I'll just ask a few simple things, and that is raise your hand high, speak loudly. If I think maybe everyone can't hear, I might repeat your question. And then just, we don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm going to say apologize for those of you who I can't call on in the time we have, and to please keep your questions brief so everyone can ask something and germane to tonight's production and to Pen Pals. And I saw a hand right there.
Front row center.
Mike, first of all, you're wonderful, amazing, both of you. What I want to know is, are you reading or is memory?
Secret.
So if in the back, if you didn't hear that, the question is, I want to know, are you reading or is it memorized?
sometimes I'm reading, sometimes I'm not. But the letters are there. I mean, we refer to them. It helps, you know.
But yeah, the letters are there, and it's important to have them because of dates. We don't want to mess up because they're, you know, we have to, you know, have things in correct order. Otherwise, you get snippy. And it's helpful to, you know, part of this whole experience, this hybrid, really, because it's not just a reading. It's not. I guess you inspired. You had said by love letters, but it's more than just two people just sitting and not, you know, we've tried to make it just sort of a bit more, but it's also us, you know, in our minds reading the letter for the first time. So having the letters there, you know, really rereading them for the first time.
And hearing your friend's voice in your head
is important, you know. So, you know, obviously as we do it day and day, you know, it's here, but, you know, we hope to kind of.
She really knows it.
Yes.
How did the piece, the play, come to both of you as actors?
So the question is, how did the piece come to both of you as actors?
I met Lisa Dozier-Shackett as who's our producer, LDK. A friend of ours introduced us to each other. She was producing a one-man show of his. Life in Slimes and Mark Summers. Shout out to Mark. And he said, you have to meet my friend Lisa. And we had lunch, and that afternoon she said, I have this project of a good friend of mine that it's a pet project. She wants to do it forever. She sent it to me. I read it that afternoon. I called her the next morning. I said, I am in on so many levels that I will cater the damn thing if I can't be on stage. And we just went from there, and then I met the amazing playwright, and we just actually it was Gail and I workshopped it in New Jersey.
Yes,
New Jersey
it's
rep
really
squeezed us into their season, and so we were able to really kind of work on it and put it up for the first time there. Gail will also be in the rotating cast in a few weeks, and she is marvelous.
I did a little promo.
I'm
So the 3-week sort of tryout was at New Jersey Repertory Company in Long Branch, New Jersey. And if you want more information about that theater, which has been there for 25 years, I'll have some business cards for you when the Talkback is over. They only do new theater. They only do premieres. So Suzanne Barabas, who's the artistic director at New Jersey Repertory Company, also directed the show, and she's directing this off-Broadway production. So that's the connection there.
now you said how do you
I don't know. I forced my way in. Someone asked me about it, and I was so, knowing that the two of them had already done it, it was like, you know, there's some actor friends of mine out there, they know. Like, I was like, oh dear, you know, but it just, we didn't have a lot of rehearsal, and like a minute, probably, so.
maybe 3
minutes
Yeah.
and a half. But so that's why it is really, really fun every single night, because, I mean, I don't mean to like be like cheating you out of your ticket, but I'm rehearsing every night. I mean, you just get to know this person, you know, more and more and more.
Complex layered play.
It is.
You explore something new each evening.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So we have a question over there.
How difficult is it to be on stage for an hour and a half and not interact with each other? Like, even look at each other?
It's weird. It really is. And
It's a gift.
we don't want to. What did I say tonight? I was like, oh, I had clean hair, but I wore my hat all day, so now it's dirty. She's like, glad I don't have to look at it.
It's, you know, but it's listening, isn't it? You know, no matter whether it's television or film or whatever, most of what we have to do is listen. And from that comes what would come as a reaction. I mean, so it's actually just the best exercise of listening ever.
Because we're reading along and like, something's made me laugh tonight. I mean, every night, some things that you write in your letters that change. If I notice them, I'm like,
Or, quite frankly, sometimes we make a mistake, and if you're not listening and you can't pick up on what's happening, then all of a sudden everybody's lost. So it really is about listening, and so where it's strange, it's actually not, because you are teammates. We're teammates up there, and it really, I can't even begin to tell you the privilege it is to have this fine human being as my teammate. I have no idea.
It really, and it does, and I'm sure you probably already said it, and you said it's a hybrid, and Michael really wanted it to, they're letters, but to be conversational, and that's what's getting better and better for me, by doing it. And it just makes that last moment I can barely hold on.
And Michael went through tissues again tonight at the end. I saw your hand.
Actually, pertaining to tissues, I know you're a trained actor and actress. What I had the privilege to be having my tears evoked, watching you cry, and I'm trying to find where did you go? I know you're trained in it, but were you attached to what you were reading, or was it really the training? Because it came out of me because of that. I'm crying.
No, I'm not too trained. These two are trained.
Because that's what I saw right here.
It's
the connection to it.
Connecting to what Michael wrote. And it's
being there.
It's just being in it, and it comes very quick, because the 2 letters before are, and then it shifts, and so it's,
I pretend it's not happening. So I really, because if you think, I just can't.
It's just being connected to it, and it moves me the way he has written it and what he says, and and being connected to that character. I mean, it would affect you. I mean, exactly that way. I mean, I'm thank God I haven't. So yeah. But I'm glad we made you cry.
It's only because I'm 50.
Yes.
What's the rationale for the rotating cast?
So the question is, what is the rationale? What is the rationale for the rotating cast?
They get sick of us and they just want to
I don't know. I don't know if I would use the word rationale, but when I wrote it, I just always envisioned a rotating cast, because you have the letters in front of you as, that's the device that the actresses are reading their letters that they wrote. So that's why we have to set up in the beginning, where Mags reads the letter in the present, the school bell were in the past. And they read the letters to each other. So they are there. So you don't have to memorize the whole play. And the production values are pretty simple. So I always thought this thing could be like love letters, because they did the same device as well. I didn't make it up. I could say I did, but I didn't. But I thought it would be really interesting. And I have to say, I love these two. And it was like, Nancy McKeon and then Johanna, I'm like, 2-time Tony, what? So I just can't wait to see what the others bring to it, because I've already seen 2 Magses, and wildly different, but both grounded, relating to the text, not making things up, just different. So I can't wait to see what the other ones bring. So I think it'd be really exciting. And of course, it makes all of you have to come back several times to see the other cast and to see how it goes. So yeah, I guess I don't know if that really answers your question, but that's my answer.
Many different female voices too. Through these 2 women, we can have a rotating cast, which allows many female voices to be heard, many interpretations. So That's exciting as well. I'm also the timekeeper, and we only have time for one more question. So-
She's good at this.
Wait, anyone? Okay, now, yours is the final question.
It's not that good.
It's got-
I'm not going to lie to you. It's very straightforward.
Okay.
So first I want to say that the cast was amazing, incredibly moving. Because of your words. But I'm actually very much fascinated with the backstory. So my very simple and fairly boring question is, the scene at the end, it's so climactic with them finally getting to meet after so many years, and it's wonderful. But I actually was curious, related to your mother, how long were they actually pen pals before they finally did get to meet?
63 years.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry, that's a lie. Someone has to do the math for me.
63 years is the whole thing.
She was born in 1932, so she was 14 in 1946. 8 math. So 1946 to 2001.
Oh, wow.
I don't know I don't know what that is, but it's a long time. They were old ladies. My mother, she was 70.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mother was 70. So 14 minus 70 is, I don't know. It's that number.
Michael, how old was she when you took her to meet?
That's how old she was.
Yeah.
70. She was 70.
Yeah, 69 or 70, because that's the first time they met. They only spoke with each other on the phone once.
What?
Her daughter came to visit us, like I said, and that's it.
It's amazing.
Neither of them were wealthy women. My mother, the only time she traveled outside of America was when I took her. It was it. Other than that, they went to Vegas and Disneyland. And that was it. Disney World. Done. That's it.
7 years before she passed away.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
And did they continue to write after?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then I was writing to Sheila, and I told her, and we exchanged Christmas cards and stuff, and then they stopped. So I haven't been able to get in touch with her or her daughter, because I honestly don't even know her daughter's name. I can't remember. I don't know if it's in any of the letters. I can't find it.
So
So
does
that's
Sheila know that this play?
I think Sheila has probably passed, is the sad truth.
But her daughter.
Yeah, I just can't. I'm trying to find. I've been looking at my records, and
And so, she only had one.
she had 2 daughters.
You think I would have done
One's
some
divorced.
homework? And then what happens?
So, so there it is. But, they did meet. They had a wonderful 2 days. And, to top it off. And she actually may have gone to Australia, because she had a sister. And they would go to Australia, who moved to Australia. And she would go there for maybe 2 months out of the year after they were retired, and when she was a widow and all of that stuff.
Thank you. That was a wonderful
wasn't a bad
final question. First I wanted to thank Michael and Johanna and Nancy for joining us for the. Thank you.